Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Out of the Box with me, Dill Streep. Each episode I'm going to reach into this box of old Star Wars toys, books and memorabilia, grab an item, discuss it, its place in Star Wars and what it means to me. If you're new to this channel, why not give it a look and subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and also look out for some of the special comparison videos I'm making, where I take a character or ship and look at all the various versions of it that I have. Micro Machine, model, Lego, etc. But for now, let's see what's in the box today. Aha! Speaking of micro machines, it's the Boba Fett Slave 1 / Tatooine transforming playset. This is a real tricky one, because in terms of transforming playsets, this one's features are almost unbeatable. It's also a really cool looking Slave 1, with working missiles. I'm going to fire one at camera, hopefully it doesn't hit. You see this? Parents in the 80s? That's why that one Boba Fett action figure is so valuable now. So if we open the set up, it really expands on the play area. And as always, we have a couple of characters and vehicles. Right off the bat, this set is contentious. We've got a Jabba the Hutt and a Han Solo. I don't know where you stand personally, but I feel like the scene where Han and Jabba meet in the docking bay is completely pointless. Visually, it looks pretty terrible. I know at the time it must have been wonderful to be able to put a CGI Jabba in there, but it does not hold up. Especially the part where Han crosses behind Jabba, stands on his tail, and then leans in like way too close. Story-wise, it doesn't do much either, because the scene before with Han and Greedo, you get all the same information, except you don't know what Jabba is, you only hear about him. Then you don't see him again in The Empire Strikes Back, but you see Boba Fett taking Han in carbonite to collect his bounty from him. Then only in Return of the Jedi, 6 years after we first hear about him, do we see this grotesque slug of a gangster mob boss. And a giant practical version of him too, which will always look good. I'll get back to the two of them shortly. We also have a Ronto going for a walk. This will be the large camel giraffe-like creature we see as we enter Mos Eisley for the first time. Special editions, of course. For some reason, the Ronto has a handler, as he's labelled on the back of the box, and then the vehicle is Luke's T-16 Skyhopper, which was always there in plain sight in A New Hope, both in his hand and through that window, although the window one I don't think I saw the first few hundred times I watched Star Wars. Too busy looking at everything else. This ship also reminds me of one of my favourite Star Wars computer games, and possibly one of the hardest out there, Star Wars Rebel Assault. Floating around through the canyons, trying not to smack into boulders, it was almost impossible to get through the first stage. Of course, our family did have a really janky joystick that you had to press down onto your desk with suction cups. So if you look at the set, there's a number of things being depicted. Let's go to the far left first. There's the Jawa's Sandcrawler, and as you move this Jawa away from it, a line of droids comes out, including R2-D2 and R5, the one with the bad motivator. One of my favourite things that has come out of all the new Star Wars these days is the continuation of R5's story in The Mandalorian. We can place the Ronto onto this little walking platform, and then as he walks, there's a mechanism inside to make his head move around, but it's so buggy that it just sounds like he's dying. Oh, that's not working well at all. So it's meant to bob back and forth. Yeah, I guess his head's moving. Boring part of the set anyway. Then in the middle here, there's an awesome recreation of Beggar's Canyon, like I mentioned earlier in Star Wars Rebel Assault. So you can pull down this little flap underneath, place the T-16 on the track, put all your Womp rats in place, and take off. Okay, so I don't think the ship's meant to actually come off, but I did knock down a bunch of Womp rats with my T-16. They're no bigger than 2 meters. Then over on the right here we've got the Millennium Falcon, or at least half of it jutting out. This little platform where Han and Jabba can stand and move around each other as they try to negotiate. I love that on the back of the box it says to use this R2 unit to rotate the platform, and calling this little lump of plastic an R2 unit is being very generous. And if you look at the docking bay behind the Millennium Falcon, there are a couple of characters of interest. There's a Rodian. According to the timeline, it shouldn't be Greedo as he's just been fried, but they do have another Rodian walking around in the scene. Then there's Boba Fett in that strange cameo where he kind of walks in off a green screen and looks straight to the camera. a guy I'm not sure of. And then I genuinely noticed this for the first time today, shooting this video. But it looks to me like they've put the human version of Jabba there. And I like to think that the designers snuck that in there as a jab against all the changes. So the story goes that they shot this scene with Han talking to a human, referring to him as Jabba, because Return of the Jedi, as I said, was 6 years away. Then at some point, after Return of the Jedi had come out, they released A New Hope with that scene taken out completely, which I still reckon is the best version of A New Hope. Then after that, they had a few different versions of CGI Jabba. But what's really strange is that Han's line of dialogue, Jabba, you're a wonderful human being, is carried over all the way from the start when he was a human being. It would have been so easy to just cut that line or go to a close-up of Boba Fett. I mean, you've already got him there on the green screen anyway. But all it does is sow confusion. Why is one of the main characters that we've just met calling this giant slimy slug a human being? Why couldn't he have shot first in the cantina earlier with Greedo? And why did Greedo yell out McClunky just before he died? Some of these special edition changes really baffle me. Nevertheless, this is a really cool set with some really fun features, and much like Darth Vader's lightsaber, this is one of the sets that I'd say is probably better left displayed closed. As always, I've put together a little scene for the end of this video. Enjoy. I've actually managed to find a playable version of Rebel Assault online, and let's see how it goes. Wow, okay, play Rebel Assault. Wow, those graphics, they're too good. Oh. John Williams would be proud.
It is a period of civil war. Against the
this genuinely looks really good.
Under the command of Darth Vader.
Feels similar to Mortal Kombat, where they took actual people, filmed them, and then reproduced them in pixels. Oh no, our first little glitch. I don't think I can wait for this. That's better. Let's go start game. It's amazing how much love the T-16 Skyhopper got out of this game. Oh my gosh, I remember this well.
Is that you, kid? Hack! Good to hear you.
Hack!
Running your trials today. I wish I could be with you.
You shouldn't have any problems. Beggar's Canyon isn't half as tough as the runs we used to do.
Beggar's Canyon.
Thanks.
Alright, let's see. I'm playing this on mouse, by the way. I don't have a joystick anymore. I mean, it's not going to help me that the graphics are so pixelated.
Good. We're approaching the canyon run.
That looks alright.
Begin with basic flight maneuvers. Stay tight, follow our lead, and stay clear of the walls.
Oh, jeez. Oh, oh no. Okay, I've instantly had a nightmare. This is so sensitive. Ah! No! Wow, okay. There's a graphic we're gonna get familiar with. The cutscene. I remember this being this hard. This does not Turn! That was even worse. Yeah. Okay, let me try go up a little bit higher. No! You only get like 3 hits in this thing. Love the music. Okay, that's not working. Turn! I cannot get around this corner.
Stay tight, follow our lead, and stay clear of the walls.
How many times am I going to do this? Are there other buttons? Okay, no hits. Okay, I'm all the hits. No, I'm back. Around the corner. I don't think I know what I'm doing with this mouse.
Anchorhead base, this is Green Leader.
Oh.
Send the medical team. We're coming home.
I'm dead. Game over. Well, that was a bit pathetic.
It is morning at a rebel base.
Yeah. Do I have to sit through this every time?
A young pilot is embarking on a crucial training.
No.
Green Leader to Rookie 1.
Okay,
Are you
that's
ready?
better.
Yes, sir. Good. We're approaching the canyon run.
Okay, I'm staying tight. Oh no, I'm all over the shop. Come on! Pull away! This is infuriating. It's like as soon as I go off to the side, that's it. Maybe I'm moving around too much. No, but they swing so much. Come on! Get out! No, see, I'm not doing things right. Is there a problem with my mouse?
Follow our lead and stay clear of the walls.
In the old days, you would take the ball of the mouse out, physically rub it against like a jersey.
Anchorhead base.
That's
This is
it.
Green leader. Send a medical team. We're coming home.
Okay, I'm gonna see if there's something I can do here. I think I have an idea. Game options. Ah, that'll do it. Difficulty is normal. Change to easy. And let's do it.
It is morning.
You shouldn't have any problems. Beggar's Canyon isn't half as tough as the runs we used to do.
I wouldn't say that. But then again, I am playing on a mouse. I see a lot of pilots flying with a mouse.
Green leader to
It's almost
Rookie One.
worse
Are
if you
ready?
can't do this on
Yes,
easy.
sir. Good. We're approaching the canyon run.
Okay. So far, so good. Let's go. Get away from there. Ah! 2 hits, 3 hits. Round this corner. This is the part that I've always died at. And easy didn't make a difference at all.
Follow our lead and stay clear of the wall.
Absolutely. Let's do that. Come on! Big O mouse moves. Okay. You gotta get up above the canyon. Oh, I'm hugging the sides. This is good. This is good.
We're approaching a fork in the canyon. Green 2 will go left. You can go with him, but if you're really a hot shot, follow me to the right.
I am a hot shot. Oh!
Maybe next
Oh,
time,
I've gone to the
see you on the
left.
far side.
Even though I said I was going to the right. And I died. I wanted to be a hot shot. My T-16 had other plans. Oh, no, man. Okay. Nice and tight around that corner. Left!
Rookie One,
No!
approaching a fork in the canyon. Green 2 will go left.
Yep.
You can go with him,
Yep.
but if you're really a hot shot, follow me to the right.
Yep. I'm trying. Okay, I followed you to the right.
They're taking nice and easy through the pass up here.
Don't say
Get
easy.
ready to make a sharp left.
It's not easy.
Easy now.
Stop saying easy!
Now the other way.
There is no now the other way. Oh. Okay, it's definitely further than I've got before.
Stay tight.
I always think I've got no lives left because of the little rebel tokens. For some reason this game gives you 4 lives. Where it's like the 4 dots in the Star Wars ellipsis.
Rookie 1, we're approaching a fork in the canyon. Green 2 will go left.
Yeah.
You can go with him, but if you're really a hot shot, follow me to the
I'm
right.
gonna try go with him and see if that sends me with you.
Maybe next time, Rookie 1. See you on the far side.
Yeah. Good comic. Oh my word. Am I actually gonna get through this?
There's a land bridge just around this corner.
A land bridge. How is this the easier version? Ah! I think I'm back together with the team. No, and... What? I made it!
Congratulations, Rookie 1. Now let's try a little target
Oh,
practice.
that's so good.
Prepare to engage target drones. Shoot any we pass over, but stay with us.
Okay, I like to pretend that these are Womp rats. Oh. Oh, no, I can't work. You get 1 hit on this one. That doesn't seem fair.
Anchorhead base, this is Green Leader. Send the medical team. We're coming home.
Send the medical team. I'm dead. Okay, so easier was a bit easier. But I think what this shows is that I haven't improved at all at video games in the last 29 years. Still, pretty exhilarating. And that's all for the Star Wars Micro Machines Slave 1 / Tatooine Transforming playset. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a look, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. And also, let me know what Micro Machines playsets you might have had growing up. For Star Wars Out of the Box, I'm Dill Streep. Goodbye. Where I take a character or ship and look at all the various... Why don't I think about it first? That's never happened before. Speaking of missing a missile. Speaking of Micro Machines, come on, say the words. Speaking of Micro Machines, it's the Boba Fett Slave 1 / Tatooine transforming playset. Speaking of Micro Machines, it's the Boba Fett Slave 1 / Tatooine It's an airplane. Especially the part where he stands on... Especially the part where... You can attach the Skyhopper onto this track, put all your Womp rats in place, pull back, and as usual, it does not work. As always, I prepared a little scene. As always, I've put together a little scene for the end of this video.